Hello everyone, I am Sandeep Chaudhary from Pune. Dear students, today we are going to discuss last topic of writing skill, that is group discussion. In this topic we are going to solve icebreakers from your textbook. Even we are going to learn definition of group discussion. What are the steps for effective group discussion we are going to learn in this video. Even in the ending I am going to give you tips for effective communication as well as how to participate effectively in group discussion. So let's start. Discussion is an exchange of knowledge, an argument, and exchange of ignorance. This is the quotation by Robert Quillel. And dear student, I must tell you, don't try to argue with other people, better discuss. In discussion, you will come to know that what are the good things and what are the other part of the particular topic. Due to the discussion, we can sort out the problem very easily. Argument may lead you for fight or definitely towards another part of the life. Let's start icebreaker now. First activity I will solve. You must have discussed many things with your friends, classmate in the group. It might be about going on a picnic or selecting a gift for your teacher. Definitely, dear student, whenever there is a confusion, dilemma, you people discuss and finally only you sort out the topic. What do you think are the benefit of group discussion? As I already told you, don't argue, better discuss. Discussion may give you solution for your problem. So group discussion allows the participant to share their views, give their responses, opinion on that particular topic. Group discussion allows everyone participant to analyze the topic. Even group discussion allows the participant to reach the general consensus. And so due to that only you can sort out the problem very easily. Second, do you think some people are right and some people are wrong in the group discussion? Why? Now, dear student, let me clear you. Everyone says that I am right only. But when you are going to confirm whether you are right or wrong, when there is a majority, when maximum people put their views, they support in their discussion, they give concrete data, then only we will come to know that whether I am right or wrong. And so that discussion only going to give you what is the correct fact and what is the wrong fact. Let's start next activity. Look at the web here. Already first two answers have been given in your textbook only. We are going to learn remaining two only. What are the different perspective? First two, geographical and cultural. So remaining definitely social and political. Next activity we are going to solve use of group discussion. First is given there in job interviews. So definitely even we people, when teacher teaches you, definitely in effective classroom learning, group discussion always help. Even when you are in, there will be any problem in real life, reaching the consensus and getting sort out the problem, definitely group discussion help you. Even dear student, when your people are going to get admission in prime education institute, your interview will be conducted. You are going to write SOP, statement of purpose, and afterwards you are going to call for the interview. See next activity. Now dear student, I am going to explain all the important topic of group discussion. See, what is meaning of the group discussion? Group discussion is an important activity in academic, business and administration spheres. It is a systematic and purposeful interactive oral process. Here the exchange of ideas, thought and feeling take place through oral communication. Dear student, you must have heard about MPSC, UPSC examinations, and final round is group discussion interview. So that time you are going to prove yourself The exchange of ideas take place in a systematic and structured way. The participants sit facing each other almost in a semicircle and express their views on the given topic, issues, or problem. So, group discussion means there will be group and particular activity will be assigned. It may be for business purpose, it may be for administrative purpose. What is GD? GD means group discussion. It is a modern method of assessing students' personality. Sometimes your mark sheet, your result, which is printed on the paper, it may be wrong. Maybe not always that correct person will get the post. But in interview, one-to-one communication will be there and you will be judged better. So group discussion is a process where exchange of ideas and opinions take place. A topic is discussed by a group. Now let's see how it is conducted, how group discussion is conducted. Usually 5 to 10 people, students are called for interview or group discussion. It is a small group and all these candidates will sit in a circular or C-shape arrangement or in a particular room only. Each group is given a topic for the discussion. Students are given a paper and pen and 2 minutes to think before they start discussing. Even dear student, usually group discussion only continue for only 15 to 20 minutes only, not more than that. So in this manner, group discussion will be conducted. Let's see next part. Now types of group discussion. We have 4 type of group discussion: factual topics, based on factual topics, abstract topics, controversial topics, and case study purpose topic. Now let's learn in detail what are the benefits, advantages of group discussion. Even it is going to stimulate your thinking in a new way. In group activity, in group discussion, you will going to consider yourself in a different manner. It expands your knowledge. It motivates for reading a lot of things. Even understanding your strength and weakness. In group discussion only we come to know that what are our weakness and strength, how you confidently speak in front of the group. Your true personality is revealed and qualities of leadership is crystallized. Even the most important thing, language skills. How politely, aggressively, modestly you put your views in front of the group. Even it reflects your academic knowledge. Really you have that degree, but do you have that particular knowledge on the topic? It's going to prove. Even other benefits like leadership skills, people handling skill, teamwork, team spirit, and general knowledge. So all are the benefits of group discussion. Now let's see prerequisites of group discussion. Before you attempt group discussion, what kind of preparation planning you supposed to commit? Here we have the list. Like planning and preparation is must. When you want to attempt group discussion, before that you should be prepared. You should have practice, you should have read various books on group discussion topics, you should have knowledge, communication skill will be tested. So you better practice loudly, clearly, properly. Power of speech, you are going to prove that. Your presentation skill will be observed. Body language and personal appearance. These are the very important thing, dear student. Your gestures, your eye contact, your shoulder position, how you stand, how you sit, everything will be observed and considered. Being a calm and cool. You are in a group discussion, maybe you get different topic for the debate, but dear student, you should be very calm and cool when you present yourself. And definitely listening skill. How you listen to others' opinion, or do you disturb them? So it will be also considered. cooperative nature, alertness, and presence of mind, and out of the box thinking. So, all these things are the prerequisite of group discussion. Even when you speak, what kind of tone your language has, pitch of the talking, articulation, fluency, modulations, good delivery, flow of thought. It isn't sufficient to have ideas, they have to be expressed effectively. So, group discussion is the very important part of your life, and usually, when you are going to grab higher position, administrative post, group discussion, one-to-one interview definitely going to help lot. So here leadership, knowledge, personality and communication skill will be tested in your group discussion or personal interview. Now what type of skill will be assessed in group discussion? The observer, the committee member are going to observe you subtly, and so your communication skill, leadership skill, interpretation skill, academic skill, listening skill, presentation skill, logical skill, all those things will be calculated. So group discussion is very important part to access your skills. Now what is judged when you participate in group discussion? What kind of things will be judged by others? First, how good you are at communication with others, how you behave and interact with group, how open minded you are, and how you listen to others thought, their inputs, how you put forward your views, how to put yourselves. This is will also will be observed. Your leaderships and decision making skill will be analyzed, and problem solving and critical thinking skill will be also noticed. Your attitude and confidence reflect through your language. So all these things will be judged. Now I'm going to tell you very important part of group discussion, the tips for effective participation. If you want to impress, if you want to present yourself confidently, what thing you have to consider. So let's see tips for effective participation. Understand. First of all, when you'll get the topic for group discussion, understand the topic before attempting. Think before you speak. And when you speak, try and get a chance to speak. If you can't get a chance to speak, make your chance. If other people, other participant won't give you a chance to put you your thought, definitely that time you have to create your own identity in group discussion, participating in the debate. Initiative, try to take initiative in the discussion if possible. Even structure argument logically, justify your stand. When you put your thought confidently, try to justify, try to give data, statistic data if possible. Summarize, don't be too much lengthy, try to be concise, brief, and try to summarize the discussion effectively. Involvement, take active part throughout in group discussion. And other effective tips like articulate, listen, quality not quantity matters. Quality is important, not quantity. So it doesn't mean that how much you say, but what you say, that is important. Your length of the speech, your topic, your points will not be considered. How much you spoke, it will be considered. Only what you said is important will be calculated. Let's start now last part of this topic, group discussion. Good way, consistent participation, keenness in listening and observing, time sharing and orderly conduct, ability to handle turbulent situations, ability to cut excessive exuberant participants down to size, ability to dominate the proceedings without bullying others, avoiding personal comment, don't remark on others participant. If you don't agree with other, don't bully them, don't give negative comment, ask open questions, validate your examples, express your argument with few facts, accept criticism politely. If other participants don't agree with you and they give you feedback, what you said is wrong, try to accept it politely, because these people are not the judge. Observers will be other people. Now, which things you have to do, does and don't, in group discussion. So let's start. Be a good listener. Do not use high vocabulary. Don't try to show you have a massive vocabulary. You are not going to impress with your poetic skill, or we will say that those devices. Language should be spoken in a very simple manner, so everyone will get understanding of your thought. Language is just expressing your thought, ideas. Communication is that you have to simplify it. Never use a technical language while speaking. Not knowing is not a problem. Do not try to bluff. Talk appropriate to the issue. Make original point and support them by substantial reasoning. Listen to other participant actively and carefully. Whatever you say must be with logical flow. Make only accurate statement. Speak pleasantly and politely in the group. All these are the does point. Try to remember when you participate. Respect and contribution of every speaker. Remember that discussion is not an argument. Learn to disagree politely. Think about your contribution before you speak. Try to stick to the discussion topic. Don't introduce irrelevant information. Don't divert group discussion with other topic. You should be stick to the given topic only. Be aware of your body language when you are speaking. Agree with and knowledge. Acknowledge what you find interesting. Modulate the volume, pitch, and tone when you speak. Try to change the tone, pitch of your language. Be considerate to the feelings of others. Try to get your turn. Be active and dynamic participant by listening. Talk with confidence and self assurance. So all are these points you have to consider when you participate in group discussion. Now let's see don'ts. Remember, don't try to attain those points. Let's start. Don't criticize on religion, language, caste, color. Do not get personal with anyone. Never ever try to bluff. Do not be shy, nervous. Keep yourself isolated from group discussion. Don't interrupt other people. Even do not change opinions. Do not make fun of any participant, even if his arguments are funny. Do not get irritated. Don't lose your temper. A discussion is not an argument. Don't shout. Use a moderate tone and medium speech. Don't use too many gestures when you speak. Gestures like finger points and table thumping can appear aggressive. Don't dominate the discussion. Confident speakers should allow quieter student a chance to contribute. Don't interrupt other. Wait for a speaker to finish what they are saying before you speak. Wait for the right time, then only speak. Don't engage yourself in subgroup conversation. Don't repeat your thought again and again. Don't worry about making some grammatical mistakes for your interest. The matter you put across are important. So, dear student, group discussion is very important part for job. So here today we discuss all these things here. Now how to be part of group discussion? When you are participating in group discussion, which things you have to consider keenly? Keep eye contact while speaking. Your body language, your eye contact shows confident. Do not look at the evaluator only. Keep eye contact with everyone, all the team members while speaking. Initiate group discussion. Allow other to speak. How to be part of group discussion? Speak clearly. Make sure to bring the group discussion on track. Don't divert the topic. You should reflect with your positive attitudes. You speak sensibly. Don't talk nonsense. Listen carefully to others. No need to go into too much details. Be specified, concise. Now, initiation techniques. State the topic, quote, definition, question, shock statement, facts, figures, statistics. So all these things going to help you in group discussions. Play the role of the moderator. This person controls group discussion. Now if you are a moderator in group discussion, suppose now you are a moderator in group discussion, what will be the role? He's a team player and he leads the group discussion, he control the group discussion, he create healthy environment for group discussion. Now you are not the part of the group discussion, but you are the leader of the group discussion. Allows silent and struggling participant to get in. So if unfortunately some people didn't get a chance in group discussion, now you as a moderator allow them to speak and let them give a chance to speak. Request participant not to interrupt, argue, make controversial remark. Now avoid raising new points. Avoid stating only your viewpoints. Avoid dwelling only one aspect of group discussion. Keep it brief and concise. It must incorporate all important points that came during the group discussion. Do not add anything once the group discussion has been summarized. In the ending, definitely group discussion ends with summary. Here in your textbook also definition is given. I'm not going to discuss here now. You can go through your textbook and get the details of all these points already given here. Here we have some expressions, some sentences quoted there. You can start expressing your opinion using following sentences like I think, I believe, in my opinion, could I make a point, please? So, when you participate in the debate or group discussion, what kind of expression, opinions, sentences you may utter? Yep, absolutely, I fully agree with. You're right. So, all this statement, all this quotation you are going to use in group discussion. Like suggesting, I think you should. Let's talk on this topic. Don't you think we could? Why don't we? Couldn't we? So, when you are interrupting, I am sorry to interrupt. Excuse me, could I add something, please? That's true, sorry. Just a moment, please. And when you are going to conclude, we can conclude by saying, let's run quickly through the main ideas before concluding the discussion. So, in this manner, you can use those kind of sentences here. Dear student, I have given the list of all those statements you can note down and try to use in group discussion. So today we have completed last topic of your writing skill 3.6 group discussion. Thank you for watching my video.